We're here in northern Saskatchewan, one of my favorite places of all to hunt whitetails. Coming up to the Weber camp, you know, that's one of the highlights of the year for me. Last year we shot Slim, the 192 or 194 inch deer. 3 years of our lives pumped into that deer. This year, no target bucks on the plate for us. We're just gonna hunt. We're gonna do a bunch of different stands and see what happens. Maybe find a new Slim.
Live on the edge, 'cause brother, win or lose, it's all in what you do with the chance you're given, yeah. Through the wind and rain, you feel your heart pounding. You got one shot, what you got? Tell me what's it gonna be? You gotta make the most of this opportunity. If others fail, make sure you succeed. On the edge.
The Edge is brought to you by Browning Canada, Canadian Tire, G5 Broadheads, Prime Archery, High Mountain Seasonings, Hornady, Victory Archery, the Carbon Arrow Experts, Vortex Canada, Wolverine Guns and Tackle, Modular Driven Technologies, Sticks and Stones Anglers and Hunters, Off Grid Food Company, and these fine sponsors.
Quiet Cat is the best hunting and overlanding e-bike in the world. Created from the bottom up to be overbuilt and overpowered. Don't be fooled by imitations. Quiet Cat, where the road ends, the adventure begins.
So coming up to the Weber camp, you know, that's one of the highlights of the year for me. Look forward to it every year. Coming up, seeing Mark and Kelsey, Vanessa, the whole Weber crew. Day one, you know, we roll into camp and greet everybody, and Cliff and I immediately start, you know, jawing at each other, which is pretty fun.
Steve's kind of the guy who gets on your nerves quickly, I guess. He's always talking. Acts like he knows something, but I don't know if he does or not.
Do you like having him around?
It's one of those guys. It's nice to see him come, but it's even better to see him leave.
As you can see, Cliffy from last year's washer incident.
Yeah, the other day he broke his ladder for climbing a damn tree. And while I was gone, quarantined back, he had everything stolen out of my garage. Next year I got to lock my toolboxes up.
Borrowed a washer without telling him. Now he's trying to ban me from the shop.
We're going to take the 4 stands we have in here and we're going to set them up in 2 different spots.
Okay.
And then we're going to move to another spot, check that spot out, and we're going to basically hunt 3 spots this week.
Well, I'd say that's a good indication that the rut's on. So day one isn't a hunt day for us typically. Unlike a lot of the outfitted hunts, we like to go in and set our own sets, you know, put up our own tree stands, do a little reconnaissance with the cameras, not only checking what Mark already has out, but probably putting, you know, half a dozen to 10 cameras out ourselves, strategizing with Mark and Kelsey. And this year, the introduction of young Scott, the new guide. Scott, you have a girlfriend? Oh, no girlfriend? What's the matter with you? Every time, folks, every time. Never tell me it's your first time on camera. Okay, well, what we're doing here is we're making a mock scrape. hanging up some doe and heat scent. Trying to get him stopped here at about like 18-yard lane on this trail coming past us. So it can get pretty thick in here. So all we're trying to do is just to get him to stop for that split second. Give me enough time to cut one loose.
Just going up, no problem.
Okay.
Just like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be good.
All right, well, that's it.
That's it.
We banged out 3 of them. Nice
on.
job, Scotty. We got cameras rolling.
Yep. Camera's
Good.
on.
Pull a card.
Yep.
New card in there.
Yep.
Did you format it?
Yes, they're always
Format the card?
formatted. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Here we go, day 1. So how do I top last year? I mean, last year we shot slim, the 192 or 194 inch deer. 3 years of our lives pumped into that deer. And this year, no target bucks, you know, on the plate for us. We're just gonna hunt. We're gonna do a bunch of different stands and see what happens. Maybe find a new slim. Well, we're bow hunting the rifle season. Our first morning here at Weber Outfitting in northern Saskatchewan. And it was a doozy. Probably the vocalization that we heard from these whitetails this morning was unreal. We had 5 different bucks come past us. 3 pretty good ones, and 2 little goopers, but grunting and chasing does, it was incredible. So if that's any sign for what's to come for the week, I'm a happy man. So now that all the tree stands are up, you know, or most of them, we just proceed to sit. You know, it's one of those things where you got to dig your heels in and just wait it out.
Second day, we get into the trees and Steve sits up there for 4 to 6 hours at a time. Switch it up tomorrow for a day, see what happens.
Just figured we'd try something new. So we left the bow in the truck and came in and put up a ground blind here this morning. Turned really warm and really windy. So we've opted to get out of the bow stands. There's a lot of timber here, less wind, hopefully more deer movement. Do a little rifle hunt and see what happens. saw a couple of good bucks here this morning. Just not what we're looking for, really, especially hunting with the rifle here this morning. Got super warm, super windy. Just keep digging in. Hopefully we can get a big buck in our sights. I'm here with Master Guide Kelsey, and we're actually going into a really special spot for both of us. This is actually where we shot Slim last year, and it's been a bit of a slow week.
Yep.
But we're hoping this turns it around, right?
Yep.
So what do we have in here?
Well, we got a big 9 for you to shoot, and then we have a couple 10s here for you can shoot.
Oh boy,
Yeah.
I'm excited already.
Better be.
Well, here we go, folks. Could be a great day. We're looking forward to it. You know, it's tree stand after tree stand, and all week we kind of struggled, you know, through our first day of hunting, which was probably the 3rd day we got here, 4th day, 5th day, 6th day, and then all of a sudden, big buck. As you can see, we just passed a hell of a whitetail. This is the same location that I killed Slim from. Kelsey and Mark and I were born over the trail cam pics, and this deer's been in here quite a few times. So we made a promise to each other that if I happen to see him, I'd give him a pass. I'm gonna tell you, it wasn't easy. That's a mid-160s whitetail, even with those short G4s. So, fingers crossed that next year, you know, he's got huge potential to turn into a net typical book deer, you know, 170 something. And here we go again, you know, it's another target deer, just like Slim, out of the same location. Why do I keep putting myself through this? Okay, well, there we go. Beautiful day in the deer woods. We passed a buck that we've now nicknamed Hightower. And if he makes it through the year, boy, he's going to be a good deer. And oh yeah, I'm still wearing my Santa hat. So Merry Christmas, and see you tomorrow. So we roll into camp this year, and you know, I get to meet 3 more like-minded outdoorsmen. Evie Sr., Evie Jr., and Kevin are all in camp. It's a father-son combo, and just had a great time with those guys.
So we heard Weber Outfitting through a good buddy of ours named Terry Cozzolino. He's been coming up here, I think, for like 20 plus years, and then we decided to give it a try.
Well, somebody got some luck, eh?
I get to enjoy the farm now a little bit.
Good job, man. Good job.
My oldest son, Kevin, went out and shot probably on the 4th day. My younger son, Evie, he shot as well the same day. Both boys were done.
We joked and bugged because the kids, you know, they shot first and both got great deer. And Evie Sr., he was just kind of chill, relax. And boy, if he doesn't shoot the big deer of the week. Oh, jeez. 19 3/4 inside, almost 20 inches inside.
Oh, Dad did it again, eh?
Old bull and the young bull, eh? Look at the boys, eh? Let's run down, let's run down. He's like, let's walk down. That is a doozy. Wow.
I normally get the binocs, check them well, and didn't need to do that. It was just instant, you knew. Just the size, overwhelming.
When Evie's deer come in, we made everybody guess what that deer would score, and then we measured it up. And Steve and I were both guessing around 166, and it turned out to be about 170, so it was pretty close.
Kevin shot a 120, Evie shot a 140, and I shot a 171.
The father got the big deer, so that really made a little bit of competition the week going on, so that was great. That was fun to have, and with Steve there poking a little fun of everybody too, that was kind of nice to see that.
Couldn't be any happier. Well-deserved buck for Evie Senior.
Couldn't ask for anything else. It was a great trip. Definitely always remember this trip. Absolutely beautiful.
The accommodations are great.
Great. Food is good. Hunting, absolutely amazing. I've never seen so many deer in my life.
Okay, family that hunts together stays together.
Oh, man.
Now give me a sad face. Like you guys sad and you're like over the moon happy.
Yeah, dude, who cares, ready?
Just like,
This is great. Yeah. There you go.
all right, well, we're hoping for some last day luck. This is the last day that we can physically be here before I got to be on another trip. We're going into a new location here this morning. Perfect. Okay. On the last day. Nice 9-pointer. Good age class. I'm thrilled. I'm absolutely thrilled right now to pull it off on the last morning. All right. Here we go. Saskatchewan success. I don't know why I'm still whispering. We did it, bud. Right there, boys and girls. Oh yeah, it's a great buck. Look at that. Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Day 9 up here at Weber Outfitting, and we've had a great time. I mean, between the deer hunting and seeing old friends and hanging out with just the Webers and their whole crew, fantastic week up here in northern Saskatchewan. You know, it's kind of nice. I spent the last 3 years hunting specifically a deer we nicknamed Slim, And everybody knows how that panned out last year. It was a great year. This year, I'm not gonna lie, we struggled a little bit on finding a mature buck. But finally, day 9, this nice 9-point comes in and clearly had some, you know, the age class that we were looking for. So I couldn't be happier. Just a beautiful buck, you know, good heavy, good brow tines, and just a great deer to take out too. So, you know, it's always fun coming up here to Weber Outfitting, northern Saskatchewan, not only for the deer hunting and the opportunities that they allow us to have, but the camaraderie in camp is phenomenal. For the last couple weeks, we've had father and son duels in, doing their hunts together, and it was just a great reminder to try to get your family involved in it, whether they're out here actually hunting or just coming along to take photographs, you name it, but that it's quality time spent. And I think we need more of it, you know, so do your part, do your best, get people involved in our outdoor community, hunting, fishing, trapping, and go from there. So my message to you at the end of a long week, I'm your host, Steve Ecklund. Thanks for tuning into this week's episode of The Edge.
The Edge is brought to you by Browning Canada, Canadian Tire, G5 Broadheads, Prime Archery, High Mountain Seasonings, Hornady, Victory Archery, the Carbon Arrow Experts, Vortex Canada, Wolverine Guns and Tackle, Modular Driven Technologies, Sticks and Stones Anglers and Hunters, Off Grid Food Company, and these fine sponsors.
Hey everybody, and can you believe this? 10 years of The Edge on Wild TV. Remarkable. I want to thank everybody for tuning in loyally each year, and here's to another 10. With any luck, I'll still be around unless they find somebody younger, more handsome, and better hunter. That wouldn't help. I'm your host, Steve Ecklund. Thanks for watching.